Hi, good morning. This is Group 4, and our topic for our reporting is about the National Tourism Development Plan, mission and vision. So these are the strategic directions and programs. Number one is to examine the goal and vision of NTDP, or the National Tourism Plan. Number two is to identify the strategic direction of the Philippines tourism. And number three is to explore and analyze the tourism industry performance, its issues and challenges. And number four is to examine the different tourism clusters of the Philippines.
Hi, good day everyone. My name is Mary Grace Ebales. So what is NTDP? The National Tourism Development Plan in the Philippines aims to transform the country into a tourism powerhouse in Asia. It envisions a globally competitive, environmentally sustainable, and socially responsible tourism industry that promotes inclusive growth through employment generation and equitable distribution of income. The NTDP's vision is to create tourism industry that is one, globally competitive, is environmentally sustainable, socially responsible, promotes inclusive growth. This means creating job and opportunities for Filipinos while reducing poverty and inequality. The NTDP's goals are to improve tourism infrastructure and accessibility, promote digitalization and connectivity, enhance the overall tourist experience, equalize tourism product development and promotion, diversify the tourism portfolio, maximize domestic and international tourism, strengthen tourism governance. The NTDP is a comprehensive and ambitious plan that aims to transform the Philippine tourism industry. Its success will depend on the commitment and collaboration of all stakeholders.
The National Tourism Development Plan of the Philippines, or what we call NTDP. So it serves as the country's strategic blueprint for developing and promoting its tourism sector sustainably, inclusively, and competitively. These are the mission and vision of NTDP. First, the mission is to develop a globally competitive, inclusive, and sustainable tourism industry that contributes significantly to the socio-economic development of the Philippines by showcasing the country's rich and natural cultural heritage, promoting community participation and empowerment, enhancing visitor experiences through improved infrastructure, services, and human capital, and ensuring environmental sustainability and resilience to global challenges. And the second one is the vision, is to establish the Philippines as a globally recognized and preferred tourism destination. These are characterized by unique and diverse experience anchored in the country's natural wonders, vibrant culture, and warm hospitality. And the other one is sustainable growth that preserves the environment and supports local communities, and inclusive development, ensuring benefits are widely shared among Filipinos while enhancing the national pride. And then the last one is the resilience to global trends and challenges, positioning tourism as a key driver of the nation's progress. So NTDP reflects the Philippines' commitment to sustainable and inclusive tourism growth, aligned with global best practices and the National Tourism Act of 2009, RA 9593. So it supports the government overarching development goals under a framework as Ambition Natin 2040.
Good day everyone, my name is Nardine Dizon. So what are the goals of National Tourism Development Plan? First one, we have to improve global competitiveness. It aims to enhance the quality of tourism services, products, and infrastructures to meet global standards and keep up with other countries. Second one, we have environmental sustainability. Promoting ecotourism and ensuring that tourism development aligns with the protection and preservation of natural and cultural heritage. Third one, we have social responsibility and inclusivity. It also aims to empower local communities by providing and creating employment and local livelihood opportunities. Third one, we have economic contribution. It also intends to increase tourism share in GDP or gross domestic products and also generating more foreign exchange earnings.
The NTDP envisions that the Philippines is globally recognized and competitive tourism destinations anchored on the principles of sustainable tourism, inclusive development, Filipino culture, and values. Key aspects of the vision. First is sustainability, a balanced approach that ensures tourism development does not compromise environment or cultural integrity. Resilience global challenges such as climate change and pandemics. Next is inclusiveness, ensuring that all Filipinos, especially in marginalized groups, benefit from tourism development. Promoting gender equality, supporting small and medium-scale enterprise of the tourism sector. Next is cultural and natural heritage, highlighting Philippine unique cultural tradition, historical landmark, and natural wonder as core attraction. Preserving Filipino values, hospitality, and identity as part of tourism experience. And then, global competitiveness, creating a diverse and high-quality tourism product for both domestic and international market.
So these are the strategic directions of the Philippine tourism. Number one is improve tourism infrastructure and accessibility. So develop and upgrade airports, seaports, and road networks to improve access to key tourism destinations. Enhance digital infrastructure for better connectivity and expand sustainable transport options to reduce environmental impacts. Number two is enhance the tourism experience. So develop quality tourism product and services that highlights the Philippines' unique natural and cultural assets. Promote sustainable tourism practices to preserve natural and cultural heritage and to improve safety, security, and health measures of tourists. And number three, strengthen tourism governance. So enhance coordination among national, regional, and local government units. Foster public-private partnerships to boost investment in tourism infrastructure and services, and to strengthen tourism policy frameworks and regulatory mechanism. Number four is to promote inclusive and resilient tourism, like empower local communities by providing livelihood opportunities in tourism. Focus on the development of tourists in emerging destination and underprivileged areas. Enhance disaster preparedness and climate resilience for tourist stakeholders. And number five is marketing and promotions. So positioning the Philippines as a top global destination by showcasing its offerings, focus on digital marketing strategies to target international and domestic travelers, develop branding campaigns tailored to different markets in the Philippines. Number 6 is the strengthen human capital and workforce development by providing training programs to enhance the skills of tourism workers, partner with educational institutions to improve tourism education and training, promote fair labor practices, and ensure decent work conditions in tourism sector.
Number 1, economic contribution. In 2019, before the pandemic, tourism accounted for 12.9% of GDP, with international arrivals reaching 8.26 million and domestic trips at 110 million. The industry generated 5.7 million jobs, 13.5% of total employment, and was a key foreign exchange earner. NTDP 2016-2022. This plan aimed to upscale tourism programs through a focused approach, designed to deliver a more competitive, sustainable, and inclusive tourism sector. It emphasized improving tourist infrastructure, enhancing market access, and developing human resources to support the industry's growth. Number 2, recovery post-pandemic. By 2023, international arrivals began to recover with renewed interest in destinations like Boracay, Palawan, and Siargao. Domestic tourism led the recovery, driven by campaigns like It's More Fun in the Philippines. Digitalization, such as e-visa system and online promotions, contributed to better connectivity and travel convenience. NTDP 2023 to 2028. Unveiled by the Department of Tourism, DOT, the current NTDP serves as a blueprint for strategies to continue and expand tourism impact on the Philippine economy. It focuses on sustainability, innovation, inclusivity, and global competitiveness, aiming to establish a robust tourist industry that emphasizes Filipino culture, heritage, and identity. Number 3, tourism growth. Domestic tourism growth. Domestic tourism remains a significant driver of growth, supported by strong government campaigns and Filipinos' preference for exploring local destinations. Number 4, global recognition. The Philippines frequently garners accolades for its beaches, islands, and dive spots, such as Palawan, Boracay, and Siargao, which have been recognized by travel publications and organizations. Tourism industry performance. Tourism is a vital sector for the Philippine economy. In 2019, the country recorded 8.26 million international visitors, marking a significant achievement for the industry. However, the COVID-19 pandemic severely impacted global travel, leading to a sharp decline in tourist arrivals in 2020. With the easing of travel restrictions, the Philippines has been working towards revitalizing its tourism sector. In 2023, the country received approximately 5.5 million international tourists, a figure significantly higher than the combined total of the previous 3 years, indicating a strong recovery trajectory. Statista. The NDTP 2023 to 2028 aims to build on this recovery by implementing strategies that promote sustainable inclusive growth, ensuring that the benefits of tourism are widely distributed across different regions and communities in the Philippines. The tourism industry holds immense potential for economic development when effectively managed. A well-crafted national tourism development plan with a clear mission and vision can drive growth, ensure sustainability, and enhance global competitiveness. That's all. Thank you.
The issues and challenges faced by the tourism industry are, first, infrastructure and connectivity. Limited transport infrastructure. While improvements have been made, the lack of direct flights, poor road networks, and underdeveloped ports still hinder access to many destinations. Congestion in major gateways like Ninoy Aquino International Airport affects the visitor experience. Environmental degradation. Over-tourism in destinations like Boracay led to ecological damage, necessitating foreclosure for rehabilitation. Issues like improper waste disposal and deforestation threaten the sustainability of natural attraction. Third, inequality in tourism development. Tourism benefits are concentrated in established areas like Boracay, Cebu, leaving emerging destinations underdeveloped. Marginalized communities often lack access to opportunities in tourism value chain. Fourth, global competition. Neighboring countries like Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam offer competitive tourism packages, infrastructure, and promotional strategies attracting more international visitors. Fifth, safety and security concerns, perceived risks related to natural disaster, political instability in certain regions, and inconsistent enforcement of safety standards can deter potential tourists. 6. Human resource gaps. Many tourism workers lack adequate training in customer service, sustainability practices, and the use of modern tools and technologies. The industry suffers from high turnover rates, with workers shifting to other sectors. 7. Impact of climate change. Frequent typhoons, rising sea levels, and other climate-related phenomena pose significant risks to coastal and island destinations. 8. Digital transformation gaps. While digital marketing has improved, many small tourism operators lack access to digital tools and platforms, limiting their competitiveness.
So the Philippines is divided into tourism clusters under the National Tourism Development Plan, or NTDP. So these are the cluster group, regions and provinces with a shared or complementary tourism, assets to promote efficient resource allocation, development, and marketing. So the clustering approach considers geographical proximity, connectivity, and the unique characteristic of each area to create cohesive and marketable tourism zones.
Tourism Cluster of the Philippines. Number 1. Central Philippine Cluster. Key Region. Region 6, Western Visayas. Region 7, Central Visayas. And Region 8, Eastern Visayas and Mimaropa. Those are known as the backbone of Philippine tourism due to its well-established destinations. Major destinations in Aklan, Boracay, in Cebu, Bohol, Chocolate Hills, and Panglao, in Palawan, El Nido, Puerto Princesa, Coron, and Siquijor. Tourism offerings: beach and island tourism, adventure and eco-tourism, cultural and heritage tourism.
Northern Philippine Cluster encompasses a rich blend of natural beauty, cultural heritage, and diverse attraction. The cluster includes Region 1, Ilocos Region, Region 2, Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, Region 3, Central Luzon, making it one of the most dynamic tourism zone in the Philippines. Highlights: cultural heritage, focus on historical landmarks and preserved traditions such as Spanish-era structures and indigenous practices. Mountain destinations, home to breathtaking landscapes and cool climates, perfect for trekking and nature exploration. Nature-based tourism, stunning beaches, surfing spots, and eco-friendly attractions cater to adventure seeker and relaxation enthusiasts. Major destination, Banawe Rice Terraces, Ifugao, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Eighth Wonder of the World. These terraces showcase an ancient farming techniques practiced by the Ifugao people. Vigan, Ilocos Sur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its Spanish colonial architecture and Columbus stone streets in Calle Crisologo. Baguio City, known as the summer capital of the Philippines for its cool climate and vibrant art scene. La Union, a premier surfing destination in northern Luzon, particularly San Juan Beach, also known for the great farms, waterfalls, and coastal relaxation. Zambales offers pristine beaches, coves, and marine biodiversity. Home to Mount Pinatubo, a trekking and ecotourism hotspot with the stunning Crater Lake. Tourism offerings: heritage and historical tourism. For example, UNESCO World Heritage Site in Bigan and Banawe. Mountain trekking and ecotourism. Beach and surfing destination, for example, La Union and Zambales.
The third one in tourism clusters of the Philippines is the Metro Manila and Urban Tourism Cluster. It includes National Capital Region, Calabarzon, and other nearby provinces. It serves as the gateway center of tourism and also the cultural hub of the Philippines. Manila, Makati, Batangas, and Tagaytay are the major destinations. It offers urban tourism like shopping and nightlife. Also, historical and cultural sites like Intramuros and Rizal Park. And also, it offers accessibility of Batangas beaches, Laguna Hot Springs, and also the Taal Volcano.
In this section describes the Mindanao cluster in the Philippines as a tourism destinations. It includes several regions of Mindanao including Zamboanga Peninsula, Northern Mindanao, Davao Region, Soc-Sargen, Caraga, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in the Muslim Mindanao. Mindanao offers a mix of beautiful natures and diverse cultures. It is good for adventure and ecotourism. So what are the top places to visit there in Mindanao? Well, first of all is Siargao Island. It is famous for surfing. And then Davao City with Mount Apo and the Philippine Eagle Center. Camiguin, Zamboanga City, and the last is Tawi-Tawi. And what are the things to do there? Visitors can enjoy surfing and other water sports, experience the local cultures of indigenous and Muslim communities, and explore nature such as waterfalls, mountains, and marine parks.
Emerging tourism cluster. This cluster are developing areas with untapped potential and growing interest. Examples: Eastern Visayas, Region 8, Leyte and Samar for historical sites and natural attractions like Calangama Island. Bicol Region, Region 5, Mayon Volcano, whale sharks interactions in Donsol, and the Caramoan Island.